Hello students, today we are going to discuss some more details of group by clause. While grouping is done, the output can include either group functions or only those fields which have same values for a group. Let's understand this with the help of an example. Write a query that displays the lowest salary and the average salary of employees in each department. In this query, grouping will be done on the basis of the department NO field. Let's write the command select department NO, comma. To find the lowest salary, we'll use the group function min. Min and within brackets sal, comma, and to find the average salary of employees, we use the function avg and within brackets sal field. From employee, group by department NO. Let's see the output. The output has three columns: department number, minimum salary, and the average salary of employees department wise. In this query, grouping will be done on the basis of the department NO field. On each group, the group function min and avg will be applied. You all know, after the select command, we write the names of the fields or expressions that should appear in the output. So, with group by clause, the output can either contain aggregate functions or only those fields which have same values for a group. This department NO field can be displayed in the output as the values of this field will be same for each group. Let's consider this example. Select job, count asterisk, ename from employee, group by job. In this query, grouping will be done on the basis of the job field. This field is known as the group field. In this query, the job field, which is the group field, the count function, which will be applied on each group, and the employee's name will appear in the output. The output of this query will be ambiguous because this query is not correct logically. The problem lies with the ename field that is written with this command. The ename field is known as a non-group field. A non-group field contains different values for a group, and this field creates ambiguous results. Let's look at the table. As discussed earlier, groups will be created job-wise. Let's pick up all the records for the job salesman. On this group of records for the job salesman, the count function will find the total number of records, which will give the total number of employees, that is 4. We want to display the job, the total number of employees, and the name of the employee for each group. But you can see in this group of records for the job salesman, the names of the employees are different. So internally, from this group of records for the job salesman, MySQL will pick up the first name, that is Anya, which will be displayed in the output. Let's check the output. In this output, the job is analyst, the total number of employees is 2, and the employee's name is Scott. Let's check the table and verify the output. There are 2 records in this group for the job analyst, and the names are different, Scott and Michael. And by default, MySQL picks up the name from the first record present in this group. Similarly, let's check the output for salesman, and the name of the employee shown is Anya. So, With group by, the output should contain aggregate functions or only those fields like the job field which has same values for a group. This field should not have been included in the output because it has different values for a particular group. It is possible to apply a condition on groups. That means a condition can be placed on the records which are obtained after grouping is done. The having clause can be used to specify a condition for groups. Let's understand this with the help of an example. We want to display only those jobs where the total number of employees is less than 3. To understand this query, we'll first display the total number of employees in each job. So we write select job, comma, count, asterisk from employee group by job. We have already discussed this query. Let's see the output. In this query, we can see the total number of employees job-wise. But our requirement is to display only those jobs where the total number of employees is less than 3. The total number of employees in the job analyst is 2, and we want to display only those jobs where the total number of employees is less than 3. Hence, this job should appear in the output. Similarly, the total number of employees in the job precedent is 1, and this job should also appear in the output. Other jobs should not appear in the output because the total number of employees is not less than 3. In order to display only those jobs where the total number of employees is less than 3, we will have to apply a condition on each group. So we will change the same command, and after group by, we will write having. Having is followed by a condition. The total number of employees should be less than 3. So we use the count function, count asterisk less than 3. Let's see the output. So in this query, first of all, grouping will be done on the basis of the job field, and on each group, the condition specified with the having clause will be checked. So there are only 2 jobs where the total number of employees is less than 3. The having clause is used to place a condition on the groups formed by the group by clause. Let's take one more example to understand this. Write a query to display the average salary of the employees in each department where the total number of employees in the department is less than 4. That means display the average salary for only those departments where the total number of employees is less than 4. Let's write the query. In this case, grouping will be done on the basis of the department number field. So we write select department number, comma, AVG sal from employee group by department number. In this case, groups will be created on the basis of the department number field, and the AVG function will be applied on each group. But only those records should be displayed in the output where the total number of employees is less than 4. So, on each group, we will have to apply the count function, which will count the total number of records, that is the total number of employees. To apply or place a condition on the group, we use the having clause. So we write having count asterisk less than 4. Let's see the output. So there is only one department where the total number of employees is less than 4, and The average salary earned by the employees of department number 10 is 70,500. If we manually check the table, department number 10 has 3 employees, department number 20 has 5 employees, and if we manually check the table, department number 10 has 3 employees, department number 20 has 5 employees, and department number 30 has 6 employees. So only department number 10 has number of employees less than 4. That is why only department number 10 appears in the output. And in case you remove the having clause from this command, let's check the output. In that case, all the 3 departments will appear in the output with the average salary of each department. Department number 10, 20, 30. So, the having clause is used to place a condition on the groups which are formed by the group by clause. We can use an aggregate function with the having clause even if it is not displayed in the output, as in this example. We are using the aggregate function count with the having clause, but the count is not displayed in the output.